Hello everybody. I want to thank you all for your patience in sticking with this. I know that this has been I've rolled this out over a few days, playing a little bit at a time here. At least that's the way it looks to you. I'm playing this out a few days in advance, but I'm just trying to give a little bit at a time here so we can... So, you have a chance to watch each video, and hopefully it helps bring about some, the suspense of it all. Whether or not there's going to be much suspense, I'm not sure, because if you take a look at this leaderboard right now, things are a little bit stretched. You have Gil Granbury at -11. You have Shane Sterling in second at -7. Dustin Emmerich has kind of blown up here a little bit. 3 over on the last 2 holes, and so he's at -5. Looked like he was going to be challenging Granbury, so now unless Granbury finds a way to make a mess of course, I mean, you still have Emmerich, who is a good golfer. You got a couple double cordial holes on the way in here. Maybe he can find a way into a couple eagles. And if that were to happen, and Granbury found a bogey somewhere along the way, or 2, then, maybe it gets back to it. We'll just have to see. So let's see the conclusion of this. Let's see if it can be exciting, or if it's... it'll be exciting anyway. But, Gil Granbury has been on the door knocking before. And this would be a good one for him. So 16th... 171 yard par 3, water. You have to carry it over water, but it's not usually a problem. Narrow green can make it difficult to get in position for a birdie, so it's semi-challenging. But all of this this first group off that we followed they're all out of contention. So Yamasaki will be first. It's a neutral hole, and a 5 will be a par. You've got Jae-Gun Woo. That will be a par. And then Kenji Morita will also par. So everybody in that group will par 16. That brings us to the double cordial par 4 15th. Leroy Castillo has 3 birdies in a row. Doesn't have any blue chips. Let's see if he can sneak his way into another birdie and maybe get into the top 2 here. So it'll be a course control 24. That is Golf Cam green. Now it's a normal green, so there's no advantage here for that. He'll need to make a clutch putt. He could earn a blue chip if he gets a 1-5, and he does. So he breaks that par streak. And so Cavallari parred the last. This is a double cordial, and the 2 will be a birdie for Cavallari. Newt Washburn, and that's a 5. That'll be a par. Okay, so back to 14, par 4. It's going to be Sterling, Aberley, and Cho. Cho is the first to go. 156. Is he a legend or a bomber? No, he's puny and a king. He's not a hacker, so it's going to be Mood. And the 6 is going to see if he is Sunny. So it's not going to be... He's going to have a difficult putt for par. And he is just going to try to make the difficult putt for par. Needs a 1-3. And it's a 4. So that will be a moderate bogey putt, and he does make that. But he's going to drop into a tie with Emmerich, Aberley, and Mann. And let's see what Aberley does here on the 14th. And it will be course control 34. Okay, golf cam course. Par 4 and a 2. It's going to be an easy putt for par. And he almost misses it, but it does sneak in. Just dies at the hole and slides in the side. So Shane Sterling now, second place. And he will... He's going to attack the green. He's got nothing to lose here. So we will re-roll the white die here on this par 4. Would love a... Well, let me see something here. Well, it's not a... there's no dot on the decider die, so he is not a master. So the best he can do here is a 1. And he gets it. So that's a moderate birdie putt. And he's got 2 blue chips. So he's going to use those. That will bring him to a gimme. And he makes it. So that's -8 for Shane Sterling. He makes the putt. So he attacks the green, turns down a blue chip, but he's starting to run out of holes here. Needs to try and draw a little closer to Gil Granbury. So the leader's now to the 13th, par 5, double cordial, but also a green that if you roll a 5, you can run into some problems. So it will be Granbury first to tee off here. No blue chips to his person. And a 1-3-5. He's neither a duffer or puny. He's not a champion or a hero either, so he's going to have a moderate putt for birdie. A 1 or a 2 would bring him to -12, and he would stay on pace with Sterling. It's a 5, so now that will leave him an easy par putt, which he does convert. So he'll stay 3 ahead. Todd Mann, -5. And that's going to be 3-6-6. He's not a bomber. No, it's going to be a short game check. Green 6 is going to leave him probably with a tough, difficult putt for par. So that's going to mean a 1-3. Well, he makes that. So he'll remain at -5. Dustin Emmerich now with 2 blue chips. 1-2-5. Can he get back on course? Bomber or direct green? He is a bomber. He'll have a moderate putt for eagle. He will use his blue chips. That will be an easy putt for eagle. And he makes it. So Dustin Emmerich. So what was it? That was a 1-2-5. See here, bomber or a direct green. He is a bomber. So moderate putt for eagle. You can use 2 blue chips to move that from a 1-2 to a 6-6 miss. And so Dustin Emmerich gets back to -7. And so he still has a chance. All right, so we'll go to 17. The last super difficult hole on this course. 2 shots require care in avoiding expansive lake to the right. So there you go. 46, 55, 56, 66 are all water. Notable in that tournaments are often won or lost here. So that's one that Granbury could, if he doesn't hold on, if he doesn't have a blue chip or 2, it might, he may have to be chancing it there. So it'll be Yamasaki first with the out of contention 6, semi-daunting. That's going to be a bogey. And now it will be Wu, also a bogey. And now Kenji Morita. 3, semi-daunting, that is a par. So they'll be heading to the last hole with their dreams of hoisting the trophy very much in tatters. So Cavallari with a birdie on the last hole. This is a normal. 3 will be a par. And now Leroy Castillo in 4th place, -6, par 3. He'll have control 3, 4, 6. Well, that's going to be a short game check. And the green 6 is probably going to give him a difficult putt for par, and it is. In the hole. And so now Newt Washburn, again, a normal hole. 3 is going to be a par. Okay. So 15, double cordial par 4, and it's going to be Shane Sterling, 3 back. No blue chips. Would love some kind of a great roll here. 3, 4, 6 though. I don't know how that's going to work out for him. Let's see. Bomber, semi-bomber with a dot. He is, so he will earn a blue chip from that. And it's a green 3 on the gallery. Cheers. Hero or champion? No, he is not. It's going to be an easy putt for par. So he at least has something to carry forward. That'll be a par. Now, Rance Aberley with a par on his previous hole. 1, 5, 6, par 4. Legend, yes, and bomber. So he's going to earn a blue chip on this hole. And it's a green 6 though, so he's not a hacker. So that makes it a difficult putt for birdie. He's got nothing left to lose here. He's going to try a difficult birdie putt. It needs a 1. And it's in the hole. Aberley from downtown. And he moves himself to -6. So starting to... he earns a tie for 4th there with that putt. Now Myung Cho. Oh boy. So 56. That'll be in the woods off the tee. And then a green 6. This is a bad result here for Cho. Let's see. Off the tee. Is he he's a semi-master, no dot. So a double difficult putt for par. And he will lag. And that leaves an easy bogey putt, which he does make, but that will drop him to -4. Back-to-back bogeys for Cho. All right, so the 14th. So Granbury starting maybe to feel a little heat here. Emmerich with a beautiful birdie putt. We'll tee off here. That'll be 44 in the woods off the tee, and then a green 6 again. Boy, this is not the way you want to play it. But he is a master. He'll have a difficult putt for birdie, so he does catch a break here. Needs a 1. Aberley got a 1 there. Can he get lucky? Oh, and he does. Emmerich back. So he follows up bogey double with eagle birdie, and he joins Shane Sterling at -8. So Granbury now feeling a little bit of pressure here. He will take a blue chip and a par here, so no urgency to try and do anything weird. And same thing for Mann. He will take another blue chip and take a par. So some opportunities here to save a blue chip down the road, and we're to 18. So the final hole, no water, spacious finishing hole, wide open and accessible, excellent staging ground for the close of a tense tournament. Well, these guys are staging themselves for dinner and a cold beer, trying to forget about their miserable day. So Marita, normal 6, that's a bogey. So he'll finish 35 on the back. That's a 71. That's going to be 278 minus 2 on the day. And now Tagaki Yamasaki. Now that will be a par to finish. One under par, 34, coupled with a 39 on the front. That's a 73. 280, he's at even par. So pretty disappointing tournament for him. And then a 3, that'll also be a par. And that'll also be 35 on the back for Jaegun Woo. 72, 2 over par on his round. And that's going to be 279 minus 1. And so that will be it for that group. Now the run-in should get a little quicker as we start getting to we only have 3 groups now. So Cavallari out of contention, 4 on the semi-daunting will be a par. Then you have Leroy Castillo, who put together 3 birdies in a row there from 12 to 14. Would love to find another one here. 23, that's going to be in the woods. Now he does have a chance off the tee. He does have a chance maybe with a 2 to break out, but he isn't a master, so he'll have an easy second putt for par. He should get up and down to remain at minus 6 with 1 hole to play. Still in the top 5. Washburn here now. Castillo is still in the top 5. Washburn pars, right? Yes. Okay. To the 16th. Semi-challenging green. It's going to be Rance Aberley, who is also in the top 5 right now. Love to get sole possession of 4th. He will have control 1, 2, 4. Let's see what comes of this on the par 3. It is a firm green. So that was one of the things that was the with the weather. Firm green. So at green 2, is he stone? No. So he'll have a pin chance. Needs a repeat of that white 1. And it's a 6, so that will be a difficult putt for par. Needs a 1 to 3, and he gets it. So par for him. Shane Sterling now tied with Emmerich, and Emmerich still has the easy 15th to play. He will also have control 1, 3, 6, par 3. Hero or dynamic? No. Golf Cam Green, semi-challenging, no dot. So a 1 on the par 3. Is it challenging? No. Is he hacker? No. Clutch putt for birdie. Shane Sterling could move ahead with a 1 to 5 in the hole, and Sterling pulls to within 2. A little bit of drama here as we close out these holes. Granbury still has the 15th. He's getting ready to start the 15th along with Emmerich. Now here is Cho, who has really dropped back here. And he's got a green 4. I don't think you can attack. That's a difficult putt for birdie. And he will take another blue chip for par and hold on to him. Okay, so this might really set the course for how this tournament ends, because if Granbury can find a birdie here, I think it's going to be really tough to beat him. If he runs into trouble, then 17 is a monster too, but he does have a blue chip right now. Dustin Emmerich will be first. He has no blue chips. Let's see what happens here with Emmerich. and he gets a 2. That's a 113 double cordial par 4. Is he scatter? No. Hacker? No. He has a moderate putt for birdie. Well, that could have been a little better there, but that's where you'd want to have a blue or a red maybe to see. It's an easy birdie. There's not too many eagle chances on. I'm not even. I guess 1, 2, 6 gives you a chance if it's direct. There's a couple direct chances, but I'm not sure that there's any that where if you're a bomber. Yeah, I don't know. Yep, I don't know. Well, anyway, what are we at? We were at 113, and that gave him a moderate putt for birdie. He doesn't have any blue chips. He needs a 1 or a 2 here to keep this birdie streak going, or this under par streak. Oh, and it showed 2 for a second, and it comes to 4. So that leaves him an easy par, and that is going to be disappointing for him. But so Granbury now. He wants to hold on to that blue chip in case he needs it for 17, probably, mostly. Okay, 1, 4, 5. Duffer? No. Gilded? No. Short game check. Green 5. He is soft, so he'll have a gimme putt for par. He loves that. So, unless he gets 3 6s here. And he doesn't. That will be a par, and that certainly doesn't hurt him in the least. Okay, Todd Mann. He's going to use a blue chip and give the course control here. Let's see how that works for him. Okay, 24. Golf Cam Green. Well, the green doesn't help. In a green die 5, par 4. Friendly, no. So it's going to be an easy putt for... Actually, no, it's going to be a moderate putt for par. And he misses it. Easy bogey will make that, but trying to get into the old course, and he can't get it, so drops to -4. Okay. I don't know. It'd be nice if you could it'd be fun if you could buy a white 6 on a hole. That would be an interesting addition. If you could use 2 blue chips to buy a white 6. But anyway. Okay, well, the final hole here for Cavallari, Washburn, and Castillo. Cavallari will go first. It's a normal hole. Normal 6 is going to be a bogey for him. So he was 2 under at that point on the back 9, but that will leave him a 34, coupled with 38.72. 278. He ends at -2 on the tournament. Now Leroy Castillo, 45, rough with the first, and then a green 5 is going to be a tough result on the approach. Probably. Is he a master? Is not. Difficult putt for par. He has no other thing to do other than use that blue chip, and that makes it moderate. And he still misses, but now an easy bogey. And he will finish out bogey, 2 under par, 33 on the back. That's a 69, -1 on the final round. And that is going to be a 277. No. 6 and 9 is 275. 5 under par. -5. Well, he may end up in 5th place unless Myung Cho or Todd Mann gets their act together here. So Newt Washburn. Well, on a normal hole, that will be a birdie to close out. 36. on the back to go with 36.72. That's 278. He finishes tied with Cavallari at -2. And so we are 2 groups left on the course. So Sterling, Aberley, and Cho. And you got Sterling here. This is what, well, Sterling is going to roll out here. Doesn't have 2 blue chips. If he had 2, he might think about trying the semi-daunting check. Take control of it himself. But, oh. Where did that go? No. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, good news. Found it. So let's roll it. Here, I'm going to bring these guys over here. I'm going to roll it in the box. Okay, so it's a no. Okay. So a 3 means it's going to be a 12. Well, he misses the... Could have bought a black 1 with that blue die. That's a sound strategy, but instead he'll be in the rough with the first. He does pull it to the left. And with the green 2, that could work out for him here. Let's see. So par 4, tee shot rough 2, master, semi-master, but no dot. He would have had a chance at a wow. Instead, he's going to end up with a moderate putt for par. Needs a 1 through 5, and he does not get it. He's going to drop a shot here now, an easy bogey. He'll make that, but that is the decider die betrays him. If he had the decider die there, he has a chance to draw within 1 of Granbury most likely. But now he's down into a tie with Emmerich. Okay, Aberley -6. He will earn a second blue. He's going to look at his options here. What happens if he attacks the green on this hole? He is not a master, so the best he can do is a moderate birdie putt. And he only has 1 blue chip, so he can make it easy. He's going to take the blue chip and take his par. And so Cho, with 2 blue chips, he'll hold on to them. And he'll have control 155. Bomber or Duffer. No, he's neither. Champion. Yes, he is. He'll have an easy birdie putt. And he will use 1 of the blue chips that he has to make it a gimme. And he does birdie. So he's going to jump into a tie with Castillo here. Tie for 5th. That's going to eat up some of Castillo's prize winnings if Cho plays the 18th without flaw. And now, so back to 16. And it's going to be Emmerich, Granbury, and Mann here at the 16th. Emmerich first to play, par 3. Got to carry the water here. 22, 35, 66 are problems. Now, Emmerich takes control. He rolls a white 1, 2, 3, 4. Is he dynamic? Semi-dynamic, no dot. So it's going to be experience. Green 2, that will ask if he is an icon. Dustin Emmerich is an icon. That will be a gimme for birdie. He's going to jump to -9. Emmerich still, boy, if he wouldn't have had that blow up on 11 and 12, he would be right in the thick of it. But, man. But Gil Granbury still has to play this hole. He is next to play. Can he avoid the water? You got 2 holes here to deal with the water. Which one do you want to choose? He will play it. He will play this one without the blue chip, and he will. Well, actually, the thing is he wouldn't be able to use it on that one. Well, maybe he'll get a blue chip here, and he does get a blue chip. Wow! And he will take a par. I don't think that 5 attacking the green is worth. That's a double difficult putt for birdie. That's no help to him. He will take another blue chip, and that gives him the opportunity to avoid the water. Okay, Todd Mann. And that will be a 24. Golf Cam Green challenging is going to probably ding him. Yep, that's a double difficult putt for par. Ouch. So he's going to have to double difficult putt for par. He's going to try and make this. He would earn another blue chip if he does. Needs a 1. And he gets it. Todd Mann with a par earns another blue chip for making a double difficult putt. And so he'll have 2 blue chips. The only guy who won't is Emmerich. He will have to play the 17th au naturel, so to speak. All right, back to 18. Sterling would love to get a birdie here. But that, I'll tell you what, that bogey just really took the wind out of his sails. You can see it in his face. Here is Myung Cho. He is going to use one of his blue chips to take control of this hole himself. And it's 3 2s without the decider die. So it's going to be a special result roll. And yeah, let's see what happens here. Could Myung Cho find his way into an eagle or something? Who knows? We'll see. We're going to roll black and green and see what comes out. Level 1, par 4. 44, we go to level 2. So the next batch of special results. Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes, that is an extra long tee. Iron lands on the green, trickles into the hole. He is sunny until further notice. Knocks it in from the fairway. He is going to finish at -7, and that is a that's going to take somebody off of the TFN. There's an injury. Myung Cho, TFN Sunny. And that is an eagle. So he goes birdie eagle to close out. I'll tell you what, if he didn't, yeah, it's just that's the way it goes with some of these guys. So let's see. 1, 2, 3 birdies, an eagle, and 2 bogeys on the back. So 2 even, 2, 3. 32, 69. Could have been so much better for Cho. But that is 270. That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 69. 274. I have -6. I must not have moved him once. So he'll be tied with Aberley. The official scorekeeper gets him squared away -6. But wow, we got doubles twice, and that double right there gives him eagle, and that blue chip can go back. So Rance Aberley has 3 blue chips. He has 2, and he will be first. He is going to do the exact same thing. See if he can get a birdie and eclipse Cho here. Okay, 2, 3, 6. Par 4. Duffer, he is not a duffer, so it's going to be a short game, and then a green 6. It's not going to work out so well for him. He'll have a difficult putt for par. He's going to use the other blue chip he has. That'll make it moderate, and he holes it out for a par. 1 under par on the back. 34 and 35, 69 for him as well. Minus 6, 274. All right, Shane Sterling. Would love to get back up there into second place. Some extra money in the bank, in the coffers, if he can do it. And he will use the blue chip to do it. Take control. 455. Legend, nope. Champion, no. It'll be a mood putt, or mood. And the 5 is going to be if he's stormy, so he's not. So it should at least be a birdie putt of some sort. Par 4, 5. Moderate putt for birdie. So will he make it? 1 or 2 he needs. It's a 4, so that puts him to stormy. That doesn't really matter now because it's going to be an easy par putt, which he makes. And so he finishes out a little disappointing there at the end. A 33 on the back. That's a 67, a nice 3 under par around. That is 272. That is minus 8. Just a little bit less than what he's going to need here because he's got 2 guys in front of him, and Granbury is well ahead. So, okay, the final twosome. I mean, this is still within the realm of a problem here for Granbury. Now, one thing he does have going for him is he's got blue chips, but Emmerich will be first to tee off. Granbury should be able to get a feel based on the tee shot what he is going to do with this hole based off of Emmerich's tee. So no blue chips for Emmerich. It's going to be 14. That is in the rough off the tee. And then a green 4 is he is not a workman, so he'll have a moderate second putt for par. All right, we're going to do a little bit of, I'm going to co-opt some of my previous strategy stuff here to try and make it a little more realistic. So we're going to use yellow for Emmerich and blue for Granbury, and let's keep it to that. Man is far enough out, it doesn't really make a difference with him. Let's see, it'll be Granbury next. So we're going to hold on to that par putt for Emmerich. Let's see what happens with Granbury. Oh, and I should have played the chips. I'm going to void that roll. I did not mean to roll it. I'm voiding the roll. And actually he is safe with that, but I'm still voiding it because that goes against what I was planning to do. I was getting fast, and if you ever get this is a rule of mine. If you're playing solo, if you ever get fast, especially playing on a video where basically the half of what you're trying to do is be mindful of people who are watching you's time. If you make a bad roll like that, I think I even started to say wait before I let go of the dice. We're taking a bit. So he's going to use 1 blue chip. We're going to roll the decide or die, and it's a no. He can keep the other blue chip. Now we're going to roll. And so he gets control of this hole with a 1. And let's see what happens. He could still bogey this hole. He might be better off. Might have been better off with the other roll, but let's see. I kind of doubt it, but so 2, 5, 6. This is and it's a green 5. So this is probably a short game roll. 2, 5, 6. Is he a legend? No. That is going to be short game and a green 5. Well, he is soft. He's going to have a gimme putt for par, so that that will he will tap that in first, which he does. And so a par for Granbury. You probably can't see that because it's not down here, but see, that's the gimme. I'm using this. It's sort of a match play thing. All right, let's roll out Emmerich here. He needs a 1 to 5, and he makes it. So birdie bogey sequence on the final hole would do it here. Would bring it to even. Now we got to play Todd Mann, who is well back. Could have pulled him into out of contention, but let's go ahead. What I probably should have done was just use the. But 23 is going to be in the woods off the tee, so I have no qualms about how that all worked out. So Master, he is not, because that's a green 6. He's going to have a double difficult putt for par. Well, and Todd Mann, we could have done the same thing. He's so far back though that so he's going to lag, and now an easy bogey. He'll end up at -3. Okay, so we're going to 18. And it will be Emmerich on the tee first. One, 2, 4. He has control. Duffer, no. Firm green. Oh, it's going to be a short game check and then a 2. Green 2, is he stone? No, he's going to have a pin shot here. So let's tell you what, we're going to. I'm going to put that. So we're going to give him a pin roll. We're going to wait until everything else is settled out here. So Granbury will be next. He's going to have a third shot, and it's going to be heading towards the pin. So just let's wait. And again, I should have used a dang blue chip. But all right. 36. Sand in 2. And then a green 4. Okay. He's not chunky. He's going to have a moderate putt for par, and he still has the blue chip. This probably benefited him more than playing or as much. So all he's going to need is the easy par putt to win. Okay, so this is Emmerich. Let's play Mann first. Let's get him all squared away. Mann is going to use a blue chip to take control of the hole. And then 2, 5, 6 is going to be a short game check, I would almost guarantee. Not a legend, so yes. And then the green 5, we already know what happens there. That's going to leave a moderate par putt, because he's not soft. So we'll roll him out here for moderate par. Actually, that will make it easy. Easy par. He's just getting out of the way. He makes it. So Mann, 36 on the back, 73. He ends up at 277, -3 on the day. Just couldn't keep up. Okay. So the chip in. So will Emmerich chip it in? He needs a white 1 here to have a chance to put the pressure on Granbury to make his moderate par putt. It is a 6. That's going to be the difficult par putt for Emmerich. He will go ahead and roll that. Needs a 1 to 3, and he gets a 6. So now a moderate bogey, and he misses that, and this has just become another nightmare for Emmerich. He's going to finish at -7, a double bogey, and this is just basically I told you before, Emmerich is like snake bitten. Well, Granbury is going to win. He gets an easy 6-6 miss. He makes the putt for par, and he goes 1 under on the back, 34, 68 on his round. 201 and 68 is 269, -11. Gil Granbury is the victor of the 2018 Connecticut International. Congratulations to him. 36 on the back. That's an even par 70 for Emmerich. He ends up at 273 minus 7, right where he started the day. And Shane Sterling gets second place. Emmerich third. Myung Cho fourth. And just give me a second here as I try to not feeling the greatest right now. Okay, well, just a warm afternoon. So, Granbury, pretty consistent. I would say that was his hallmark here, going down the stretch. 17. That was the one that he birdied 10, which is a semi-daunting hole. He got a birdie there, and that really put him back into sort of another league. And as much as Emmerich got himself back, it seems like anytime Emmerich gets close, he has one of these moments that he just stumbles. I mean, Emmerich, he is going to be up there near the top of the money leaders at the end, because he is just in every top 5, it seems like. But I mean, and with that 1A rating that he has on his card, that means that even if he doesn't make the final groups, he ends up in the top 10 probably, unless if he ends up way down there at like a C+ or D, something like that. But yeah, that's an interesting tournament. So yeah, I know people like the live streams. I'm trying to figure out how best to do that while not holding up my own gaming situation, because when you leave things on the table for a long time, then they just don't get done. And not only that, but it can also lead to the point where you start putting things off longer and longer because there's other things you can do, and I really don't like doing that. So basically, I'm going to turn this more vertical, zoom it in a bit here. So I'm just going to do this. Place number 1. Congratulations to Gil Granbury. Tournament total of 269. Minus 11, our target was 270, so pretty close. And I'm not going to write any other ones in there because it's tough to tell. Well, you know what? Second place is going to be Shane Sterling. And he was with a 272. Minus 8, 3 behind. Now, let me, what I can do is I can take a look here at how it all must be in the instruction book. Tells you, I think. That's probably where they do the